Thursday. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports. Daniel Jones and the Houston Texans versus Baker Mayfield and the Denver Broncos.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
And, of course, this is his first start in the playoffs in his young career here in year 3. A little bit of an up-and-down start to his NFL career, but it all came together this season, and he rallied his team to the playoffs. And here's a great opportunity to go out and win not just one game, but a lot of games. No guarantees that you get back to the playoffs again in the future. He wants to take advantage of it right now.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
17 yards.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Second and 2.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. The 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution? On the handoff, most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that it falls to the ground.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Lining up for the extra point.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And it's Graham here, the one who is still down. And looks like he's in some pain. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, he'll get this one to Pittman.
Jones.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now Jones opts to keep this. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the interception, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
From the 27, Mayfield, a screen to Bell. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3. Brings up
after 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Broncos 7, Texans nothing.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Open right side, complete to Rager. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Denver.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They run with Henry on 1st down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard.
43-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. From the gun, Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. From the gun, Mayfield. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Mayfield's trying to dial up the...
Get ready for third down. Let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
14. First down, Broncos.
Mayfield on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down.
Malik Harrison on the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jones. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Jones pass. Complete.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Looking deep downfield, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Vance McDonald, 55 yards, and the Texans cut into that lead. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Heading back out, Baker Mayfield, as we call up our player spotlight. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, verticals.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Hill. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Caught left side by Funchess. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Houston set to take over. Jones on first down to Evans on the slant. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And they run the option here on first and 10.
Number 22, Derek.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
45-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Brings up second and
5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A toss left, Henry. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that front. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. To throw, Mayfield. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Brings up second.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They run. It's Hill. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down. Right.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This is taken at about the 14. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Hill. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Buying time to his left, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Flushed out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Brian Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now back out comes the offense. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
From the gun, Jones. And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And McDonald here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At the 22-yard line.
Jones now on 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Derrick Henry. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball carrier. Brought down.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and a yard. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Taken down.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Hill one more time. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
First down.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, and he'll get this underneath to Henry. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
he's sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Today's final score.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.